This conference will now be recorded.
Morning. Right. We'll see the relationship query. We'll start with the relationship query, and then I will explain about aggregate query as well today. Okay. So so we'll close the topic of SOQL today. So the queries whatever we have seen so far are query against one object, right? So when you fetch contacts details, then the object is just a contact. Okay. Select rating from account. Select stage priority from case, and we have a condition on the same object. So the query whatever seen is against one object. Okay, now we are going to see how to make relationship query. I have a parent object and child object. Right, I have parent object and child object. Say parent is account. I have contact account case contact. Now we are talking about custom object. Right. So there's some examples. Okay. In standard objects, we have account as a parent. A contact can be a child. Similarly, account a parent and case child. Contact is a parent, case child, and opportunity is a child to account. So we have custom objects like a department as a parent, an employee as a child. So irrespective of the relationship type, it can be a lookup or master detail. The query that we are going to build will not have any difference, doesn't make any difference with respect to relationship type. Okay, we are going to make a parent to child, child to parent relationship. The query is going to be a parent to child, child to parent relationship. So in general, we are going to discuss two types of query. One is child to parent, parent to child. Okay, it means your query will be against the child object. The query will be against the child object, and when you get a child, record, you're also going to get the related parent details. Your query is going to be against the child object. When you get child details, you're going to get the related parent details as well. Example, get contact, name, phone, email, and its related account name. So for every contact, there will be some account. For every contact, the contact may belongs to some account. So in the same query, I need to get the account name as well, the related parent details. Got me? So child to parent. get the case number, status of the case, get the case number, status of all the cases, and its account name. Got me? So get me the child. Your query is going to be against a case object, and along with the case details, I'm going to get the parent name also, the parent name or parent phone number, right? Accounts phone number. Get the employees name, email, okay, and its parent, the department name and status. So whatever field you like to uh, get from a parent object by using relationship query, I can get it. So two types of relationship query we are going to discuss. What is parent to child? So get me the account details. Get me the account details such as name, rating of the account record, industry of the account record, okay, and its corresponding contact details, its corresponding contacts, last name, email, phone details. So here it's going to be a parent to child. From the parent, when you get the parent details, I would like to get all the child details as well. Got me? So get the account details such as name, rating, industry, and its corresponding contacts, last name, email, phone. Right. So this relationship is basically is also called many to one relationship. It means, right, many to one relationship. It means uh, many contacts may be related to only one parent. Many contacts may be related to one parent. Here, it's going to be one to many relationship, right? An account may have multiple contacts. An account may have multiple contacts, right? So how we are going to build this relationship query? That's what we are going to discuss today. Right. First, we'll discuss about the child to parent. Child to parent. So what is the syntax? I take an example. Is a parent. Okay, it's a parent. So we are going to talk about. Yeah, I just make it a very general fields. I have a parent field. I have three fields in my parent object. Okay. I have some fields in my child object. I name the field as C field. There are two fields in my child object and parent object, right? And I will also have relationship field in my child object. Am I right? I name it as R field. It can be a lookup relationship or master detail, doesn't matter. So this is a field. This is a field which is used to create a relationship between the two objects. Okay. So how we are going to build the relationship now? See here. I need to build the child to parent. It means get me the child information and related parent. Select. So your query is against a child object. So this is my query. This is a regular query, right? It's a simple query, like against a child object, against this object, I need these fields, C field and C field too. Okay. Along with this, how to get the parent? The parent, okay. When you create a child record, when you create any child record, you're going to choose a parent record through lookup mirror symbol, right? When you insert a contact, an example, when you insert a contact, I'll choose just one record here, right? Just one value here. So it's going to be a field here. How we are going to give here the parent object name dot whatever field you need, p field 1. This is how we build it. Parent object name dot p field 2. So parent object name dot p field 3. People are able to follow this? How we are going to build this query? So this is against your child object. The query is against the child object. I need a related parent. Then you are going with parent object name dot field in the parent object. Okay, so you need other fields. Then again, you are going with a similar format. So a child will relate it to one parent at a time, right? So you just get the parent details with the parent object name dot field name. So I have account object contact. So in account object, I have a name, phone, rating, industry. For example, right? I take some fields here. We have a last name, phone. So what I need now, get last name, email, phone of all contacts, and its related account name. Select. So this is your current object is a contact, right? So get all the name, phone, email of contact and its related account. We are going to refer the parent with comma separated object name dot field name. You can follow this object name dot field name. Suppose I need account name and industry as well. Same query. I need additional details of the parent account dot industry. You will follow this. So where I can test this? I can test this in my developer console. Right? You got the details here. Account dot name, account dot industry. So query is against the current object. The current object is going to be a contact. The related object is a account, the parent. So whenever you are referring the any parent object from your current object query from your current object, then you go with object name dot field name. Object name dot field name. You will follow this. Get case number, status, origin of all cases and its related account name, right? So what is your current object? Current object is going to be your case from case, I need its parent details, parent name, account dot name. You will follow this. So this is your child to parent query, child to parent query. Suppose I have a conditions here. Get, okay, get the last name, the same query, get last name, email, phone of all contacts and its related account name only if contact email is not null. Okay, I have some condition. So condition on which object? The current object. The condition is on current object. Okay, so the same query, get last name, email, phone of all contacts and related account name only if contact email is not null. So where current object field, so email is not equal to null. People good with this? Able to follow this? Got me? The same query for case object, I have a condition now. Okay, only if status of the case is closed. Only the closed case details I need. Only for the closed case details I need and its account name I need to get in the select. Okay, so where this is my current object, where status equal to closed. I hope I'm clear to all of you. Okay, so this is the last two queries you have seen. It's condition on current object. The current object is what you're talking about is the whatever object we have in the from class, right? It's a current object. Okay, here we are taking assumption. You have taken a child object, right? Now we are going to see how to build a query, a condition on a parent object. So your current object is basically child object. Okay, condition on related object. You will follow this. The related object we mean here is a parent object, right? See here, the same query we are going to build in other form. only if the industry of a contact is energy. So I have a condition on parent. Earlier I have a condition on current object. So we just go with the email field. There is no reference is required. But what about the one we are going to try now? The industry of the account is energy. I need a context only for the account whose industry is energy, where I will refer the industry field of the account, industry equal to energy. People follow this? It's clear to all of you? Similarly, I have a condition here. Okay, only if accounts annual revenue is more than 5 million. Got me? So I need to get the case details and the account name only if annual revenue is a field in your account. Annual revenue is greater than 5 million. We'll follow this. Get name, amount, okay, close date, stage of all opportunities okay, only if stage is closed one, and its account industry is finance. So how many conditions I have? I have two conditions here now. Okay, the query is against the opportunity object, and from the opportunity I'm going to get the, I need my, I have condition on account, I have condition on parent, right? So what is your query against current object query? Is a current object query from opportunity. I have two condition. One condition is on current object. Okay. A condition is on current object, and we know we can use and operator to add multiple conditions, right? To include all the conditions. All the condition must true, then get me the data. Account dot. I hope I'm clear to all of you. Is it fine? Get the name, amount, close date, stage of opportunities. Okay. Those are whose close date. Okay. Of opportunities which are closed last month or which are closed today. I need opportunities which are getting closed today. Only its account rating is hot. Okay, I need opportunities which are getting closed today, and its account rating should be hot. Got me? So this is my query where close date equal to system dot today. Okay, system dot today. There is no opportunities getting closed today. We'll see. I got the opportunity which got closed today. There is a keyword function, right? The keyword date keyword, and account dot rating equal to hot. This is what we build our a child to parent query. People are able to follow this. People are good with this. Okay, so this is a query. This is a syntax we have seen. So this syntax is for this syntax for standard object relationship. It means the relationship has been established by the Salesforce. It's an inbuilt relationship, right? The account and contact, the relationship is we are talking about is an inbuilt relationship. We are not creating relationship by creating a field in contact object. Usually, how will you create a relationship? You'll go to the child object, create a relationship field. You'll choose either lookup or master detail. Okay. The naming conventions and the format syntax, whatever we have seen, that is for standard object relationship. The okay, the inbuilt relationship. Then how do you build your query, child to parent query? So now we are going to see a custom object relationship. The same child to parent, but for the custom object relationship, how we are going to do? Okay, so we have some fields in child, we have some fields in parent as well. Okay, see here how we are going to build the parent object. Okay, the parent object, right? Let me give those fields here, right? This is how we have field, we have relationship field because we create some field, right? Relationship field. How we are going to do this? Here it's going to be relationship field. It's going to be relationship field double underscore R. We are going to refer the parent object field through the relationship field. We're going to refer the parent object field through the relationship field with double underscore R. Usually I will refer the object name, a parent object name double underscore C, right? Okay, so here the field is basically double underscore C. Am I right? When you create a field, this can be a lookup field or master detail type. So when you create a field, you will have a double underscore C because it's a custom field here. The type is going to be lookup or master detail. So through this field, we are going to refer the parent object field. Okay, so when you refer the parent object, when you refer the parent object, related object, then it's going to be relationship name will be replaced. The relationship name will be replaced. Double underscore R. We'll follow this. We'll be able to follow this. Depends upon if it is a custom object or standard, right? If it is a the parent is a custom object, for example, then and the child object is a custom object, then what you will do? You'll have here just double underscore C. That's all. If it is a standard object, then it's going to be child obj only. If it is a custom object, then double underscore C will appear. It's applicable, right? It's also applicable in your standard object also, right? Suppose in my account, okay, in my account I have some standard field. In my contact I have some custom field. Okay, say I have some custom field here, like salary double underscore C. This field also I need. Then you are going to go with this naming convention only. Am I right? So wherever you are referring a custom field, you will go with double underscore C. So if you are referring the child object as a custom object, then go with double underscore C. That's it. If you are referring any field, custom field, then we have to go with double underscore C. So that is applicable. But when you use double underscore R, right, only you will use for relationship field. Relationship field, right? This is a relationship field you will create in your child object. Am I right? So through relationship field, we are going to refer a field from the parent. You will follow this?
Ranjit, hello.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, That R field we are using only when we are having that custom object, right? Whenever we have the standard object, we are not using R field. That is a
I'll
relationship.
explain. I'll explain that. I'll explain that. Wait, hold on. Yeah, put a mute. I explain that. Yeah, see here for a example query. Yeah, we are going to write one. Hold on. See, we are in the discussion now. See here we for a easy understanding, I just give here parent object name. But rule is going to be same. Here also you are going to refer relationship field only. But when you see the object definition, field definitions, the relationship field will be in the form of object name only. The relationship field will be in the form of in the name of object name. So basically, we are going to refer here relationship field only. People follow this. We are going to refer relationship field only. But relationship field and the parent object name is going to be same in the case of standard relationship. Mostly it's going to be same. It's always going to be same. There are few scenarios you will see the difference. The name will be different. But in general, if you take your account contact, okay, any relationship you take, if I go to the case object, I will see the relationship field. That name is going to be in the name of parent object. So for a easy understanding, we refer with the parent object name. The parent object name is nothing but the relationship field name only we are referring here. The same thing we are referring here. We are always go with the relationship field name of the relationship field. Only thing we are going to have a double underscore r here. We do not have any we do not have any double underscore r in the case of standard object relationship. People got it. Okay, so before I give this query, let's get clarified what is the name of this relationship field. We'll take an example of contact. Okay, I go to the contact. So in the contact object, this is a relationship field, am I right? When you have relationship, when you right, the relationship field is already been created by Salesforce. I need to know the name of this field. That's what you're talking about, right? That's what you're talking about. The name of the field I said is in the name of parent object. So I go to the field section of the contact from here. So what is the label of the field relationship field? Account name. So you can see here, what is the name you are seeing here? The object name. Okay, so object name we are referring. So this is nothing but relationship field only we are referring here. Okay, for a better easy understanding, we say like object name dot field name, object name dot field name. Okay, and the relationship field name and object name are going to be same in the case of standard object relationship. Okay, most of the object is going to have the same name. There will be some differences in few of the objects that the objects I will notify. I'll get take an example later. But if you take your general business, the objects where you're going to store your business data like account contact, your regular objects, everywhere the relationship field and object name is going to be same. So when you build your query, you're going with relationship name only. Okay, and in the case of your custom object relationship, we are going to give this name, am I right? So we are going to give this name. It can be same or it can be different. So that's what we going with this naming convention, relationship field double underscore r. Is that clear to all of you? Is that clear to all of you? I create some field here. See status field. an employee object. Okay, salary details. I have some fields here, employee and department, and I'm going to create a relationship between department and employee. Employee is going to be a child. So any relationship I can choose, right? I go with master detail. Where query, building a query doesn't make any difference. Okay, irrespective of relationship type, the query is that going to build is going to follow same naming convention. Okay, so I am creating a relationship field now. What field are we talking about? We're going to create a relationship field. So we give the name. We give the name here. This that can be same as your the object. The relationship field name can be same as your object name, or it can be different. So suppose I give us department name. Okay, I give the short name here. So here I choose a parent object. Then automatically the child relationship name is populated. Okay, you'll use this name when you build your query parent to child. The parent to child query you are going to build, right? That time you will use this naming convention. Now we are going to discuss about the relationship field name. From the child to parent query, we are going to discuss about the relationship field. Because through this name, we are going to refer the department object field. This is your R field. This is your R field. Am I right? So now in our case, R field is going to be department underscore name double underscore C. That's a field, right? Okay, save it. So two objects I created. I create some tab. Okay, I added. Okay, I have department employees here. Everywhere we don't have not have space. Okay, all right. Okay. Who has modified this? I think people has modified. Okay, where is the status field? I just bring the status field. Edit the layout. Okay, so let's insert some department record. Right. like this. Going to add some employees. Okay, so marketing department, I'm going to add some employees. Okay, from here also I can add. Am I right? So there is one employee added. One more employee I'm adding with some salary. Okay. Okay, there are some records is there. Right, now we are going to build this query. So we have a name field, status field here, right? And we have employee object. So in the employee object, we created a standard field name and the email. Am I right? Email, salary. So what else we created? We created relationship field. The relationship field, what we created, if you go to the employee object, the field definitions, the name what we given is a depart dept underscore name underscore r. So these are r field. Am I right? This is r field, relationship field. Okay, right. So now I need okay, get employees name, email, and it's a department name. Got me? So select my current object is employee object name, email from employee object and its department name. So we are going to get the department name now. We are going to use relationship field. We are going to use relationship field. We'll follow this instead of C or dot name. We will follow this. It's clear to all of you. If I need a department status, I need a department status. Then what you'll do? Instead of name, I'm going to use status. That's what you are going to execute, right? So I get the data now. I get all the employees and its department status. I get all the employees and its department status. Okay, you need a department name, then you are going to use the relationship field name. Will follow this? It's clear to all of you? Right. So the same rule is applicable for your standard object. It's a the query naming convention is going to be same. Okay. Even here as well. Here also we are going to use R field only. We are going to use R field only. But why I mentioned as a parent object name? Because the R field and parent object name are going to be same. Most of the objects in standard relationship is going to be same. Okay. So note the R field and the parent object name are same in most of the standard object relationship. We will follow this. It's clear to all of you. So here in the custom relationship, when you create a custom relationship field, then we know like it's a custom field, right? The custom field always going to have a _C. When you are using it in your relationship query, then it becomes a relationship name. It's not just a field name. It became a relationship name. Then we are going to use a _R. I think people are able to follow this. Now we are going to discuss a parent to child. We discussed about child to parent, right? Now we are going to discuss a parent to child. Right? We are going to discuss about parent to child. So take the same thing. Okay, parent to child. We'll take it for standard object, right? The standard object. In even standard object can also have a custom field also, right? I hope you are able to follow this. Just for a okay, if we cover every parameter, every condition constraints here, might create confusion here. So just we consider like this is a 2 or standard object. The relationship has already been established. Got me? Right. Now I need, now we are going to build parent to child query. See here, your query is going to be against a parent object, right? The from object is going to be a parent object. The from object is going to be a parent object. Okay, right. So I need a child as well. So one parent may have multiple child, am I right? One parent may or may not have multiple child. So we'll always consider the hard scenario, the scenario which, right, the scenario which may be there, right? The scenario which may occur. It means a parent may also have more than one child record also. Okay, so your query should consider the criteria which may fall, which is nothing but multiple child records a parent may have. Okay, in that case, we are going to include a select statement here, not just one field. Okay, here we are just referring just one single field because every child may be related to only one parent. Am I right? In one record, child details, I'm going to get only the parent name or any field from the parent object. But here, a parent record may have multiple child. So it's going to be a select statement that you're going to refer within a bracket. Select C field. Okay, means a child object field from the child object name with a plural. It means you're going to suffix with yes. You're going to suffix with yes. The plural name of the child you are going to refer. People follow this? Okay, so this name is called child relationship name. Okay, so here in the case of parent to child, we are going to consider child relationship name. The child relationship name. The child relationship name is nothing but the plural name of the child in your standard object is. Okay, so what I do, I put in this way, from child relationship name. Okay, note child relationship name is nothing but plural name of the child. Hence, the query would be, so the query would be looking like the syntax of the query, child ob suffix s. It's clear to all of you? It's clear, ma? you have noticed when I create a custom object relationship, right? You have noticed there is a, I edit the employee object relationship field. It's a plural name, right? By default, it became plural name. Similarly, in your custom object, standard object relationship also, okay, the relationship name is going to be plural, right? Let's go to the example. Get, okay, get accounts name, phone, okay, and its corresponding contacts, last name, email. Okay, what is your current query? Current object, account. Select. I'm clear to all of you. Phone from account. Okay, so a contact may have multiple, account may have multiple contacts, right? So it's going to be a select statement here. Select email from. So what is the relationship name? The plural name of the contact, plural name of the object, right? So contacts is fine to all of you. It's going to be contacts. So an account may have multiple contacts. So this is going to be a list. You know, like we can store this entire SOQL into a list of S object. Okay, so even this can be stored into list of S object, list of account. But for every row, you have another list inside which we have another list. What I got now? An account Burlington, an account Edge Communication as multiple contacts. So every row, every account may or may not have a contacts. Okay, and it may have one contact or multiple contacts. So these two records, these two accounts has only one contact. If you see here, it's comma separated, it's having multiple contacts. So this is again going to be another collection. Got me? A list of account, you can store this entire collection. From individual account record, I have a list of contact as well. People follow this. So it's going to be a select query. It's going to be a select query. Parent to child, you're going to include a relationship query, like inner query. You're going to include a relationship query. Okay, so we are using relationship name here. Relationship name is nothing but the plural name of the child object. People go to this. Is this for standard object only, for custom object? Well, that's what we are going to discuss now. Okay, right. Now I need a get. The rule is going to be same. There won't be any change between the rule between your standard and custom. Only thing, in custom object, we are going to use instead of underscore C, we are going to use underscore R. That's all. Okay. What is the relationship name we have seen? Automatically got populated. It was a plural name, right? When you create a relationship, automatically the plural name is populated. Suppose I change this name, that name you have to use here. Okay, right. See here, status and its employee details. I need all the employee details, employee name, salary, and okay, right. Select. Right, name, status from department. This is my current object query. I need a site details, right? Select name, email, whatever field you need. Okay, from what is the name we have seen? It was automatically populated plural name, right? So by default, it's going to be a plural name of the child. But here, this is a custom object, right? This is a custom object. It's going to be double underscore R. So wherever you are using relationship field, it's going to be double underscore R only. That's it. No. I hope there won't be any confusion here. Okay. This relationship name. This is a relationship name. So relationship name always take the naming convention as double underscore R. Right? Other than that, the rule is going to be same. The rule is going to be same. Got me? It's a plural name of the object by default. Okay, but we have option here to change our own name, right? Suppose I make it as employee EMPS, then EMPS is a name I have to use here. Suppose I make it as employee 2. Okay, I make it as employee 2 here. What I have to use here? Employee 2 underscore double underscore R. But in general, by default, system will suggest the plural name only. In the case of standard object, it's going to be the plural name of the child object. People clear with this? I hope I'm clear. I believe I'm clear.
Sir, this is related to the custom object, sir. Only if it is custom object as a parent.
When you establish relationship, then this naming convention is applicable.
For custom object, you are saying. Okay.
That's what, ma. If your parent is account object, employee is a child, the parent is account. For example,
Okay. Got it. Got it.
I give something like this. Okay, suppose I give the relationship field here. I mean the child relationship name. I give the child relationship name as accounts. Then what you will do? Select name. Email from. Sorry, here you get meaningfully it's going to be a plural name of the child. Okay, if you give like this, then this name we are going to use here. That's it. That's all. That's it. Whatever name you give here, whatever name is populated, that's going to be by default, it's going to be a plural name of the child. Okay, so that name you have to follow here. Sorry, it's going to be double underscore R. That's it. Whatever name you give here, I just give emp. It's going to be. But when you create relationship, that automatically the name will be populated. That name is going to be a plural name of the child. That's it. But in case you modify it into different name, that name you have to refer here. Clear to all of you? So our assumption here is here also the child relationship name is basically employees. So we go with employees double underscore R. That's all. In the case of standard object relationship, it means the relationship had already been established. Okay, there the relationship name is plural name of the child. So we referred here. It's nothing but plural name of the child. Did all of you?
Ranjit, I have one small doubt.
Yeah.
So, like, have you discussed about this bulkification future, like bulkify? What is it?
It's bulkification. Yeah, we are going to discuss about that in the governor limits topic.
Okay, it is a separate session.
It's not separate session. It's part of that session.
Okay, it's already discussed. Like yesterday, I've not joined. That is why I'm.
No, not yet, not yet. We're going to discuss later. Okay, ma, we're going to discuss. It's a kind of processing records using collection. When you discuss about DML operation, then you will come to know what is how to process bulk
Okay,
volume of data.
okay, okay. Yeah, thanks.
Right. Okay. Yesterday we discussed. I started with the aggregate aggregate queries. Okay. So aggregate queries is nothing but I need a summarized information of my uh, object. So in general, these are called aggregate functions that can be used in your SOQL. Okay, so I need a total number of records from the account object. So you can do select count open and close bracket against account object. This is going to return integer. This is going to return integer. So I can store it into integer variable. Okay, in case if you are going to do it in your Apex environment, then we'll use square bracket and store it into integer variable. Got me? And get the total number of accounts belongs to rating warm and industry technology. So we have air condition, we get this. So where I can store the result? I can store the result into an integer variable. So you're just going to return one value, the total count. Am I right? So these are some examples. Okay, right. Okay, so this 1 minute. Okay, name, stage. Okay, where? Yeah, I think this example is enough. So what you have discussed about is a simple aggregate query. Okay, it's a simple aggregate query. The detailed one we'll discuss in the next topic. Today I will cover. Today I will also takes another 10 minutes to cover. Uh, another factor of your relationship query. Okay, right. See, I have a parent to child, child to parent. Yes. Okay. I take in general. I take this a definition of the table. Okay. Right. Yeah. So now we are going to get me the get the okay get the parent that has some child record. Okay, it means if you see your result, any of the result, I get account with or without child. I get the account with or without child. Am I right? I do not want the account that doesn't have any contact. I need an account which has contact. I do not need an account. I need to skip this. The first two records I need to skip. I do not want these two records. Even the last one. Last one also doesn't have a child. Okay. So that's what. Get the parent that has some child. Okay. So what is the syntax here? The parent field. Am I right? Parent field from parent object. Okay. How the two objects are related to each other? Relationship field. So we are going to build this query where whenever the parent has a child, then the field is going to have some value. Am I right? Whenever the parent has a child, parent object, okay, say I have field 1, field 2, I have some value here, right? And this is my child object. In my child object I have some field. Okay, let's go with the general common naming convention. Then we'll discuss about the custom object. Custom object, there don't be any difference. Okay, okay, right. Just we're going to discuss about the general naming convention. Two. So I have some value here, like this. Okay. So here I have R field. Am I right? R field you have. So the R field is going to have value only if the child is related to parent. Okay. Suppose I have one more record here, which is related to a parent. So whenever the R field is related to, whenever the R field is having value, then it means it belongs to some parent. That's what we know, right? When you see here, this contact as a field, as a value in the relationship field, but these two, there is no, right? But there is no contact here. Okay, there won't be any, right? The contact, any contact, if it is there in the contact object which doesn't have any parent, the field will be blank here. So what is the field you are connecting these two objects, R field? When contact has any parent, then here is going to store the ID of the parent record. Okay, that's what it's going to store in the internally. That's what the value is going to be stored. If you see a contact, when inside a contact, I'm choosing the record name field here. Record name field I'm choosing and click save. But what internally going to save here? The internally, the relationship field is going to store ID of this account record. ID of the capital limited will be stored. This ID is going to store. Am I right or wrong? Am I right? So how the two objects are related? ID equal to select R field from child object. So what will happen in this case? First, this query will run and get all the child records with the R field value. Then this query will execute. Outer query will execute. First, the sub query will execute. This is called sub query. It's called a sub query. First, the sub query will execute. Then your main query will execute. So once the sub query is executed, what will happen? I'll get R field value. The ID will get. Okay. So once the sub query is executed, I'll get the ID. Then this query is going to be executed. Whenever the ID is equal to ID of the parent, then only display that record alone. Whenever the ID of the parent record is equal to the ID of the relationship field, whatever you get in the sub query, only display that, only returns that data. So this query then going to return the parent record that has some child. You will be able to follow this? It's clear to all of you? It's clear to all of you? How we are going to? Got me? So this may have multiple records also, right? It may not have one record. It may have multiple records also. Got me? It may be related to AA, right? So again, it's going to have ID. So we are going to use in parameter here, in class, in keyword, right? Because it's may return more than one ID, right? So wherever the ID is equal to this ID, it means only get me only those, only get me those record. So get me the parent record only if it has a child. When it has a child, then R field and ID is going to be same. When R field and ID is going to be same. Am I right? So get the account that has some contact. Get the account that has some contact. There is one important thing you need to understand here. Okay. The one you are going to fetch, right? R field. The R field is going to take the naming convention. It's not just a name of the R field. Along with this, you have to suffix with ID. That's only one thing you need to take care of. You need to consider. The R field is always going to be the, in the standard object, is going to be a name of the object, right? Along with this, you have to put a ID here. In the case of standard object relationship. What about custom object? Custom object, we only give the name, the same name you have to follow. In the case of standard object, you are going to suffix a keyword ID. We are going to suffix a keyword ID. Okay. We'll follow this. See here. Select name, rating from account, where ID in, select. So what is the relationship field we have discussed in the parent to child query? Account from, because we have seen like relationship field and object name is the same, right? But what is the rule I said? We need to put a ID here. That's all. We'll follow this. Along with the object name, relationship field name, we are going to put a ID here. So now this query is going to get account, okay, that has only contact. So that will come to know only if you include the select query for your contact object. Am I right? Then you come to know it has only the account with the child, the account with the contact. We'll follow this. We will go to this. It's clear to all of you? In the case of custom object relationship, there won't be any confusion. It's going to be because we only give the name, right? We only give the name. We just follow that same name. That's it. Okay. In the case of custom object, what are you going to do? Where ID in, select. This is a name we have given. That's it. Underscore C. This is not your relationship query, ma. This is again another query, sub query. This will execute first, get all the IDs, then this will execute. Then obviously you are going to get the department record that as a child. People follow this. Okay, right. Go through this, all of you, and right, go through this. We are not going to connect tomorrow. Tomorrow is we skip the day. We'll connect next Monday my time. Okay, 7 AM IST. I'll upload this example. Okay, try to go through the video and make a practice.
Ranjit, can you please provide us some exercises as well along this to work on the SOQL queries?
See, I'll upload exercise, ma, but I told you a technique, right? Just remove the answers and work on the answers yourself and compare the answers with my notes. That's the best way because you have the answers in hand. Okay, that is one way. I will upload exercise, but this you need not wait for that exercise also. You can go with that. And again, I uploaded one PDF document for your practice. It has a lot of exercise for your practice. Okay, go through it. Got me?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, okay.
Ranjit?
Okay then. Yeah.
Ranjit? So the last, for the custom object, does it has the ID?
Yes, yes. Everywhere it's going to be ID, but naming convention is not going to have. Naming convention is going to be same. Whatever name we have given, it's not going to have ID. Whatever name we given, that's the name we are going to refer. That's all.
But does it store the department underscore name underscore
Yeah,
underscore
yeah.
C?
Always. Anywhere, any record you choose, you are going to choose record name field. But internally, the ID of the parent record only is going to be stored. It's going to show the record name field, but what internally is going to store? ID of this department record.
Okay.
Okay then. Yeah. Thanks to all of you. Happy weekend. Happy Thanksgiving Day. We'll see you on Monday. Bye.
Thanksgiving Day.